Hi guys, so today's Freeform Friday is going to be a gel polish tutorial, and I know that's, well, it's freeform for me because we're going to do things by hand, so freehand design that you saw there. I want to do like a little unicorn nail, which my nails are short right now, so it's not going to be like a pointy nail or anything like that. And then some cheetah print, so obviously those things we're just going to work on. The links I'll have for the WAVEgel items will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links. They will be, again, in the description box. I do quickly want to talk about WAVEgel because I used to do lots of review tutorials for WAVEgel and other companies. And I always said this was my favorite formulation, WAVEgel. And yeah, so I always speak very highly of them because it's something I purchased myself, and I have tons of colors here that I also pick up because it's relatively inexpensive. I will have a discount code in the description box for you also with 10% off and free shipping, so it's really great. And you'll see the pricing there. It's relatively inexpensive. So they sell things like this. This is kind of why I want to talk about it real quick. The WAVEgel Matching Soak Off Gel and Nail Lacquer. And this is amazing. The pricing is so good, you guys. I mean, right around 10 bucks. Together, okay? Not just one polish or just the gel polish together. So it has a gel in the same exact color in a regular polish. Now, some people say, okay, well, for what? You know, so it's up to you how you want to use it. Normally, I use this on my manicures and I use this on my pedicures because I can just take it off real easily. But pedicures, you guys know, last forever. I mean, it's really hard to chip pedicure when your nails are always chipping, right? It's so weird. But so that's how I do that. But you can pedicure both, do your pedi and your mani with the gel or both with the polish. It's up to you, but that's how they come. So when it says WAVEgel Matching, that's basically what it means. You're going to get a gel polish and a regular polish together. They have fun things like the this one's Mood Change, and actually it's glow in the dark. So as you can see, the label's a little bit different. It says glow in the dark Mood Change. They have the cat eye, like chameleon type things where you use a magnet and it kind of changes the look of it. They have those types of gels, and I forgot, I don't know why I didn't bring any of those out. I do have those too. These are things I had picked up. And then they have like mood color. Like this one here goes from like a light pink to a darker kind of pinkish color, and this is one of my favorite ones. So this is called, so you want to be careful with your gels. I always say clean it up really nicely, and I just got that all over. This is, oh, I already said Tickled Cocktail. And they have hundreds of colors, so a really well-developed line, and so I really enjoy it. But recently I picked up a new top and base because I think the original one I had I've been using for like 8 years, and that's probably a no-no. And you know, most of the things tell you here we have 12 months, you know, after you open it. So I did pick up a new top and base coat. When you go to get your top and base coat, I always keep the same company's top and base with the gel. I don't like mixing them, and it's just a personal preference, but it's also probably best not to mix them because you don't know what they're made of, one for the other, and if they're even compatible. So when I did get the top and base, the base is always the same, but your top coat, they have a no wipe or no clean top coat, which is always my favorite, and then they have a regular top coat where after you're done, you're going to wipe off the sticky layer, the dispersion layer with just alcohol. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to prep my nails. I already did a video that's more in depth on how to do that. So I'm just going to use a few tools. I am going to use like a liner brush to help me do the cheetah and to help me do the unicorn nail. I'm going to pick out some colors. I have tons of them. I brought all my colors down, and they're just like in a big tub, couple big tubs. And so we always start off the same. I do have not gel polish. I have regular nail polish on my nails right now, but I just want to show you, I always push back my cuticle. So we have a cuticle pusher. We scrape away all the stuff that's just lying around there. And normally I would take off the polish that I have on, obviously with polish remover. And then I will shape my nail, whatever the shape is that I would like. And this is, I'm using the fine grit side, the 180. You always want to use a finer nail file on natural nails. And then I buff the top. And I buff the top a little bit. Some people use a more of a grittier file to buff the top because you want your gel polish to really stick, but I don't like doing that to my nails. I don't, you know, I just rather be careful and be a little more gentler on them. So when I come back, this whole hand will be ready for the application of our gel polish. The other thing is, obviously you have to cure your gel polish, and so I believe with them you can use an LED or UV. Yes, so if you're using a UV, you're going to do about 2 to 3 minutes per coat, and with your LED lamp, which I have my WAVEgel lamp, I will be doing 30-second coats, you know, in between, so with the curing time. So let me grab my lamp and get my hand ready, and when we come back, we'll just get started. Okay, so I already got all that done, and then I just spray just a little alcohol or just something to clean up all that little, you know, dead skin that we scraped off and buffed our nails, and I believe they're shaped the way I want them to be, so we'll see. So, okay, base coat. And my lamp can do all 5 fingers at once, but if yours is a smaller lamp, you're going to want to do 4 fingers, and then the thumbs together, separately, right? So again, always really clean off your gel. A very thin coat. Always cap the tip of your nails. Every coat I do is going to be thin. There is no primer with this. Some companies have primers that go along with their gel polishes, but I haven't seen that in a long time. I think that's kind of an older thing that used to happen. So just kind of go like this. As you can see, it's very, very thin. I mean, I did not put very much at all. And always cap the very tip of the nails. And if you have any on your skin at all, go ahead and clean that up. I can see I missed some spots here. So basically just make sure your base coat is fully covering your nail, because if you miss any areas, your color coat will not stick to the areas that you missed. So I'm just going to go back and make sure. And I'm going to go and place this in my lamp for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And when I put my hand in the lamp, I do make sure that my thumb is pretty flat. You don't want to be like this, because then the light can't quite get under there. So just make sure it's kind of flattened out like this. So I have my base color in Pretty Pruny. It's a funny one. Very nice nude color. There's another nude color I like. It's Nudie Selfie, but it's a little bit more pink. I just wanted to go with a little bit more natural with the cheetah look. So again, I always kind of start back and I'm pushing towards the cuticle, but trying not to touch your cuticle because you don't want to have any reason for this to start lifting later. So again, from there, thin coat, cap the tip of the nail, go on to the next one. If you think you need more polish, get some more. Again, all the way to cuticle area, cap the tip, remove any polish that might be on your skin, and put this in your LED lamp for 30 seconds. Again, if you're using UV, you would have done 2 minutes on the base coat, 2 minutes on the color coat, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just finishing that 30 seconds. Again, always thin coats. If it takes 2 or 3 coats, you know, or even 3 coats, that's however long it takes. And then again, we're just going to add a second coat. Very little polish. And cap the tip of the nail. Remove any polish that might be on your finger, on your skin there. In the lamp, 30 seconds in LED, 2 minutes for UV. Okay. So I think 2 coats is actually pretty good with this one. So I'm going to start doing some of the decorating. I'm just going to do, I think, these 2 nails. So unicorn horn here and cheetah print here. So I have Gucci mittens. It's kind of like a brownish color. And this one, all I'm going to do is actually just take the color from here. And I just was looking for something brown. I don't really have brown, so this one's kind of like a gray brown. And I'm just going to take some of that and just make cheetah-ish prints. Obviously, you can do whatever you like. You like giraffe print and do that, you know. I'm just making some little marks. And that should probably be good enough because my nails are really short, so it's just a little bit of something. And then I'm going to take more of the same color that we've been using. And I just want to make sure that's it. Yeah, Pretty Pruny. I'm just going to put it on this block. Just put it on something. A lot of times people like to use tiles or whatever it is. And I'm going to take this thin brush. It's just a little thin, super thin little brush. And basically this is going to help me make my unicorn nail. And to do that, I'm just going to basically layer this down. And I know it's hard to see, but I'm just kind of giving a swirl kind of look. We're going to build it up a couple times, so even though it looks like now like probably nothing, it will when we're done. Okay, so just adding, hopefully you can see a few little lines. Okay, and not too thick. Again, we're going to build it up, so for the same reason we don't do too thick to begin with. You don't want it to be too thick. And then you can clean it up too if you don't like the way it looks. This is gel polish, so you can always come in and kind of fix it up a little bit before you put it in to be hardened there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, since we're still working on these guys and these guys are waiting, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my top coat. Where is my top coat? Right here. and apply top coat to the other 3 nails that we're done with. And I'm doing that because that way I don't bump it or do anything weird. And then we can go ahead and take that top coat again very thinly, going to the cuticle, to the tip of the nail, capping the tip of nail, and removing any gel that might be on your skin before you put it in the lamp, okay? So I'm top coating all these nails, and when we're done, it's a no wipe top coat. I don't have to worry about those anymore. I'm just going to be working with those 2 nails that I'm still doing our design on. Okay, so again, thin coats, always thin coats. All right, I'm going to put my whole hand in for 30 seconds in LED, 2 minutes in UV. Okay, I'm going to close up just a little bit. So that color is already pretty dark on its own, but that's all I had. I kind of have an orangey color. I guess I could have used that. So I'm going to go in with Secrets Divine to do the actual little lines that make it look like an outer. This one I do... Oh, that's the wrong one. That's just the regular polish. Let's get this guy. With my polishes, I kind of move them around. I don't really shake them too much, but it does need a little something. And hopefully we'll be able to tell the difference. I think we will. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this down on my surface. And that cleans up with alcohol, so don't worry about that. It's not going to do anything to harm your acrylic block or whatever you might use. I'm going to go in with this one first because it's a light color. And I'm going to, again, apply a second bump of this guy to make our little unicorn nail. This looks so pretty when you put this on like an acrylic nail, or a nail that's longer at least. Okay. And so we're just building this up. And a little bit more here. And that should be okay, I suppose. I'm going to wipe that down. And now I'm going to take this darker color and just make it look cheetah-ish. So all we do is kind of bring them in here and here, maybe a couple dots there. Bring that over here. And all in here. And there we go. And then I always add a couple little dots extra here and there. Just a little bit here and there. And so that's that with that one. And so now these are ready to go because with that no wipe top coat, so check it out. I can just mess with these. I'm going to put just these 2 in for 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay. So now we're just going to top coat them. But this one I'm going to do one extra thing. I'm going to grab some mica powder and rub it in there so it gets a little bit shiny. So usually I build this up 3 times, to be honest. I would do another build up, but I think that's good enough for now. When you put your top coat on that unicorn nail especially, we're going to put it on and really do not let it just sit in the channels. Really clean it up because that way the little unicornish, the lines will pop. If you just let it fill in there, it's just going to look like a really thick nail. And then with this guy, hopefully it shouldn't smear too much, but when I put the top coat, I'm just kind of floating that on there and again cleaning it up. Cap the tip of your nail. And before you put that in the thing here. Alright, back in the lamp. I just do it like this kind of. I stick my fingers in there like this kind of thing. 30 seconds, 2 minutes in UV, and I'll be right back. Just take it out, and they're ready to go because, again, no wipe top coat. You don't have to do anything. You're ready to go. Obviously, I'm going to wash my hands, put some cuticle oil on. But to finish up that unicorn nail, I'm just going to grab some of my Arteza mica. Now, you can do whatever color you like. This one's pearl white. There's cotton white. They're going to give a different sheen, all of these guys. So I don't really know which one I want to use. I haven't seen cotton white before. Maybe we'll do that. There are some that have more of a different tone to it. But all you're going to do with these guys is basically, let me see how white that is. Interesting. Let me see if I even like this. Oh, yeah. So you can take a... like a makeup applicator, like something like that, or you can just come in with your finger and just dip in here. And this works best with a no wipe top coat. It doesn't really work with the kind that you wipe, so just so you know. I'm I'm gonna rub this on here and look at that little pearl shine, and you can put as much as you like. Keep trying until you think it's all filled in everywhere. And I just want you to see the difference between that nail and this nail, the way it makes it look. Okay, so I've done that, and this is again cotton white. I have it all over my finger, but that doesn't really matter right now. So what we're gonna do now, and you can keep rubbing it, it makes it shiny or however you want. We have to seal it in. So the last thing I'm gonna do, again, the shiny top gel, no clean top coat on just this nail. And when it comes out, I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'll show you how I normally finish up a manicure. But again, do not let the gel sit into the channels because you want that unicorn nailish effect to pop. So I'm just kind of really making sure I'm brushing that away. I'm not quite going to stick that back into my bottle, but as you can see, the mica didn't really get on there. It's pretty clean, but just in case, just give it a wipe somewhere else before you put it back in there. 30 seconds in LED, 2 minutes in UV. Okay, I'll be right back. So I just wash my hands, soap and water. Normally I do this hand at the same time. You know, I do this one, I'll get this one going, but just to make it easy for tutorial, I just kept the one hand going. But you know, you can switch back and forth with your different hands. And then I'm just going to take some cuticle oil and always finish that off. Again, just wash my hands with some soap and water and get that cuticle oil on there. And that's it. So I hope you guys liked today's Freeform Friday. I know it's something different. Again, the links will be in the description box along with a 10% off code. Definitely check them out. They have really great stuff. And I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.